Hello, everyone. Today, we're exploring a powerful idea that can transform how we approach our dreams and goals. We're looking at Angela Duckworth's Grit, a book that uncovers the extraordinary power of passion and perseverance. We'll break down what grit really means, why it's more important than talent, and how we can cultivate it to achieve our biggest aspirations. Angela Duckworth defines grit as the powerful blend of passion and perseverance toward long-term goals. Grit is not simply raw talent or intelligence, but an enduring commitment to a chosen pursuit, combined with the willingness to push through setbacks and challenges. Duckworth argues that this stick-to-itiveness can outshine talent alone in predicting success. Talent, according to Duckworth, might provide an initial advantage, but it's the ongoing effort, driven by deep-seated interest and resilience, that leads to outstanding achievements. Duckworth's path to studying grit began when she observed cadets at West Point, an elite U.S. military academy known for its intense mental and physical demands. Here, she discovered that grit scores, an individual's measured level of passion and perseverance, were more predictive of who would succeed than academic scores, athletic ability, or even leadership potential. Her subsequent research in various settings, public schools, sports, and high-stakes corporations, consistently showed that grit was the factor that separated those who merely tried from those who achieved sustained excellence. Duckworth's groundbreaking grit scale helped her measure the impact of grit, demonstrating its role as a consistent predictor of success across fields. 2 equations. Duckworth introduces 2 fundamental equations to illustrate the role of effort in achieving mastery and excellence. Talent x effort equals skill, and skill x effort equals achievement. These equations emphasize that while talent can help develop skill, it is effort applied to that skill that drives true accomplishment. This framing helps readers understand that even with natural talent, achievement requires sustained effort, an insight that reframes success as something within reach for those willing to commit and persevere. In essence, effort counts twice. First, to transform talent into skill, and second, to use that skill to reach meaningful achievements. Stories of grit in action. To bring her ideas to life, Duckworth shares stories of individuals in demanding fields, sports coaches, entrepreneurs, artists, and musicians, who exemplify grit through their commitment to long-term goals. For instance, she recounts the story of swimmer Rowdy Gaines, who dedicated years to rigorous practice and training, even in the face of defeat and adversity. These examples show that, regardless of industry or discipline, those who reach the highest levels of success are often those who keep pushing forward despite setbacks. In this way, Duckworth argues, effort and perseverance provide an advantage that talent alone cannot guarantee. One of the most enlightening parts of grit is how Duckworth explains the role of effort. She introduces 2 important equations: talent times effort equals skill, and skill times effort equals achievement. What she's saying is that effort matters not just once, but twice. First in developing our skill, and then in achieving excellence. While talent can help us get started, without sustained effort, it won't lead to much. Building passion and perseverance. Duckworth explains 4 key elements to building grit: interest, practice, purpose, and hope. Let's take a closer look. Interest. Duckworth explains that cultivating a deep interest in one's pursuit is essential to developing grit. Passion isn't always an instantaneous feeling. It often begins with curiosity and grows over time as individuals explore various interests. This process of experimentation allows people to discover what genuinely excites them, helping them commit to goals that resonate personally. Duckworth's interviews reveal that for many gritty people, their passion didn't appear overnight. It was the result of years of trial, error, and gradually identifying what brought them the most satisfaction. Practice. Once an interest is established, practice becomes the vehicle through which people hone their skills. Duckworth emphasizes deliberate practice, engaging in focused, repetitive efforts aimed at continuous improvement. This involves setting specific goals, seeking feedback, and pushing one's limits regularly. Deliberate practice not only refines a person's abilities, but also builds resilience, as it requires the individual to work through frustration and failure. Duckworth explains that grit-driven people don't just practice mindlessly. They push themselves intentionally, each day aiming to be a bit better than the day before. Purpose. Passion is often accompanied by a sense of purpose, which Duckworth defines as the belief that one's work contributes to a cause larger than oneself. People who see their work as having value beyond personal success, whether it's helping others, advancing knowledge, or improving society, tend to sustain their efforts longer. Purpose connects passion to a broader context, giving people a sense of meaning and motivation that can carry them through difficult times. Duckworth's research shows that those who associate their goals with a larger purpose have an extra layer of motivation, driving them to keep going even when they face setbacks. Hope. Hope is the final element of grit, representing resilience and the ability to maintain a positive outlook in the face of challenges. Rather than seeing obstacles as reasons to quit, gritty individuals view them as part of the journey and opportunities to learn and improve. Duckworth encourages readers to adopt a hopeful mindset, suggesting that setbacks are not permanent roadblocks but temporary tests of one's resolve. She emphasizes that hope sustains grit by helping individuals believe that their efforts will eventually pay off, even if they face difficulties along the way. Growth mindset and grit. Another concept Duckworth explores is the growth mindset, introduced by Carol Dweck. Those with a growth mindset believe that skills and intelligence are developed through effort, not fixed traits. They see challenges as opportunities for growth, not as obstacles. This mindset supports grit because it helps us embrace mistakes and setbacks as part of the journey. Fixed versus growth mindset. Duckworth draws on the work of psychologist Carol Dweck, who differentiates between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset assumes that talent and intelligence are inherent traits that cannot be developed, while a growth mindset believes that abilities can be cultivated through effort and persistence. Duckworth suggests that a growth mindset is essential for building grit, as it enables people to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as signs of failure. Those with a growth mindset are more likely to embrace difficulties, seek out learning experiences, and keep pushing forward when things get tough. Application. To foster grit, Duckworth advocates for environments, such as schools, workplaces, and homes, that encourage a growth mindset. In such settings, success is measured not only by outcomes, but by effort and progress. Duckworth provides examples of schools that prioritize personal growth and resilience over test scores, rewarding students for their perseverance. She also discusses companies that encourage employees to take risks, learn from mistakes, and view setbacks as part of the growth process. By creating a culture that values effort and learning, these environments empower people to cultivate grit, fostering both individual and collective growth. Developing grit in others. Duckworth also shares ways we can develop grit in others. Whether we're parents or teachers, encouraging effort, consistency, and resilience is key. Praise should focus on hard work, not just results. In the workplace, leaders can foster grit by promoting long-term effort, learning from mistakes, and valuing perseverance over short-term wins. Parenting and teaching. Angela Duckworth emphasizes that parents and teachers play a crucial role in fostering grit in children. She suggests that building grit in young people requires a combination of encouragement, consistency, and modeling perseverance. Duckworth's research shows that children who receive positive reinforcement for their efforts, rather than just their achievements, are more likely to develop a gritty mindset. She highlights the importance of allowing children to struggle with challenges, emphasizing that overprotective parenting can undermine grit by shielding children from valuable learning experiences. Duckworth also discusses the concept of authoritative parenting, a balance between high expectations and high levels of support. Authoritative parents encourage independence and set clear boundaries while also providing warmth and understanding. This style of parenting, she argues, helps children internalize values like resilience and hard work. Teachers, similarly, can encourage grit by setting high expectations for their students and guiding them through the process of overcoming obstacles. Duckworth shares examples from educators who reward effort and improvement, instilling in students the idea that success is the result of persistence and resilience. Organizational culture. In addition to parenting and teaching, Duckworth explains that organizations can create cultures that promote grit among employees. In workplaces that value grit, leaders often reward long-term effort, commitment, and resilience over immediate results. Duckworth discusses the importance of creating environments where employees feel empowered to take risks, learn from their mistakes, and view challenges as opportunities for growth. Companies that support continuous learning and provide opportunities for skill development encourage employees to stay committed to their goals over the long term. She cites examples of companies like Google, where experimentation and innovation are encouraged, and where employees are given room to learn from failures. This type of culture, she explains, allows employees to develop resilience as they work toward challenging objectives. By fostering a gritty culture, organizations not only help their employees grow personally, but also enhance the company's overall resilience and adaptability. The role of goals in building grit. Setting and aligning goals is also essential in building grit. Duckworth introduces a hierarchy of goals, where our highest goals are life's big purposes, and smaller, everyday goals serve as steps toward those larger aims. Grit comes from staying focused on our highest goals, even when the daily grind gets tough. When our daily actions align with our long-term vision, it gives us the perseverance to keep moving forward. Hierarchy of goals. Duckworth introduces the concept of a hierarchy of goals to help readers understand how gritty individuals structure their ambitions. In this framework, top-level goals represent one's overarching life purpose or ultimate objectives. These are often the guiding principles or core aspirations that give direction to all other activities. Middle-level goals serve as milestones or significant steps toward achieving the top-level goals, while lower-level goals are the day-to-day actions required to move forward. Duckworth explains that people who exhibit high levels of grit align their daily actions with their ultimate goals, creating a sense of purpose and direction. Duckworth's hierarchy of goals emphasizes the importance of prioritization. Gritty individuals, she argues, do not get sidetracked by minor setbacks or distractions because they understand how each action contributes to their larger purpose. This approach involves regularly evaluating goals to ensure that time and energy are focused on pursuits that align with one's top-level goals. Duckworth suggests that a well-defined goal hierarchy provides clarity and motivation, allowing individuals to persevere through obstacles by keeping the bigger picture in mind. Staying the course. Through examples of individuals who have achieved great success, Duckworth illustrates the power of single-minded dedication to a long-term goal. She shares stories of professionals in fields as diverse as athletics, the arts, and science, who have devoted years to perfecting their craft or developing their expertise. These individuals' lives demonstrate the importance of staying the course, even when the journey becomes difficult or success seems distant. Duckworth emphasizes that grit involves a willingness to make sacrifices in pursuit of long-term goals. Gritty individuals often pass up short-term rewards or easier paths because they are committed to a specific outcome. Staying the course requires an acceptance that the road to success is often filled with setbacks, and that progress may be slow. However, for those who persist, the payoff can be extraordinary. Duckworth encourages readers to identify a goal they care about deeply and to commit to pursuing it over the long haul, regardless of the challenges they encounter along the way. Angela Duckworth concludes grit by reiterating that grit is accessible to anyone willing to engage in a journey of passion, perseverance, and growth. She explains that grit is not a fixed trait, but rather something that can be cultivated and strengthened over time. By emphasizing passion and resilience, Duckworth provides a framework that empowers readers to believe in their ability to pursue long-term goals, regardless of the obstacles they may face. Through her research and personal experiences, she shows that grit is often the key differentiator between those who achieve their dreams and those who fall short. Duckworth's final thoughts serve as both a call to action and a source of encouragement. She challenges readers to reflect on their own goals, to identify what they are passionate about, and to consider the sacrifices they are willing to make to achieve their dreams. So, What's the takeaway? Duckworth's grit teaches us that passion and perseverance matter more than raw talent. We can all grow our grit by finding what truly interests us, committing to improvement, connecting our goals to a purpose, and keeping hope alive in tough times. And we can foster grit in others, building a culture that values effort and persistence over quick results. Thanks for tuning in. Let's apply Duckworth's lessons in our own lives. Embrace the power of grit and keep striving toward your dreams with dedication and resilience. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Keep moving forward